Okay, so it's Friday the 17th of November 2023 and Amazon's Black Friday week in the UK has kicked off and all Firesticks and cubes have been reduced, and one of them is at the lowest price ever, and it's the one that I'd recommend going for as well. So let's just go through the Amazon Fire TV devices and just see which one we think you should be getting. Well, first of all, you've got the Fire TV Stick Lite. That's down 37% to £21.99. Usually retails at £34.99. This is the stick to avoid at all costs. Now, why am I saying that? Because this is the slowest of the sticks. Okay, it does 1080p Full HD picture. It does Dolby encoded audio. It's got the Alexa voice remote control. It's got 8GB of storage, 1GB of RAM, and has Wi-Fi 5. But like I say, it is very, very slow. It's only got the basic controls on the remote too. Then moving along swiftly, you've got the Fire TV Stick, $42.99 currently. That's down 44% from $44.99 usually. And this stick is exactly the same as the Fire TV Stick Lite. I think the only real difference with that is it's got Dolby Atmos audio and it's got a slightly better remote. But for all intents and purposes, still slow. Still pretty much useless. Moving on again, you've got the Fire TV Stick 4K second generation, now $34.99. And this one here at $34.99 is definitely worth considering. It can play 4K Ultra HD, Dolby Vision Plus HDR, HDR10, HDR10 Plus, HLG. It's got Dolby Atmos audio. It's got the full Alexa voice remote control. 8GB of storage. That does let it down a bit. 2GB of memory, brilliant memory. Wi-Fi 6, so good Wi-Fi. That if you've got a Wi-Fi 6 router, then the Fire TV Stick 4K or the 4K Max or the Fire TV Cube is an absolute must to get the best out of your Wi-Fi. It allows live picture in picture. So this stick is definitely, in terms of performance, well worth considering at $34.99. If you are going to order it, please consider using the links down below. It really does help support this channel. Moving along swiftly to the Fire TV Stick 4K Max second gen, down to its lowest price ever. This normally retails at $69.99 down to $44.99, a saving of 36%. And again, this one can play 4K Ultra HD, Dolby Vision Plus HDR, HDR10, HDR10 Plus, HLG. It's got Dolby Atmos audio and it's got the full Alexa voice remote control enhanced. This is where it really comes into its own though. It's now got 16GB of storage, so plenty of room for plenty of apps. The memory on it is 2GB, great. It's got Wi-Fi 6E. The 6E isn't a deal breaker, but if you've got a Wi-Fi 6 router or a Wi-Fi 6E router, then this is needed to take advantage of the best Wi-Fi coverage and the best Wi-Fi experience. It's got live picture in picture and it's got the Fire TV ambient experience, all the nice little wallpapers. Again, not a deal breaker, but this is a really quick stick, and like I say, with the added advantage, it's got the space that a Fire TV Stick has never had before. It's got 16GB. Incidentally, both the Fire TV Stick 4K and the Fire TV Stick 4K Max second generations both run the latest Fire OS 8, which will be supported until at least 2027. Now, I know I discussed earlier that Vega is coming out in Fire TV Sticks, but we don't think that Vega will replace the operating system in any of the current sticks that are currently on sale. These will appear on new sticks. So hopefully, whilst these sticks are going to be supported till at least 2027, I've got a second generation Fire TV Stick which finished support, I think it was in 2020, 2021, 2-3 years later. I'm still using it. I'm still downloading the latest apps. Okay, it's running a bit slow, but hopefully the Fire TV Stick 4K and the 4K Max have got enough power power to keep going at a good pace for many, many years after 2027. Now, going back to the Fire OS, I know they did have a couple of teething problems, a couple of permissions problems with the Fire OS 8 when it first came out, but most of them have been addressed now. I think the only thing that's still remaining that still needs to be solved is a way of getting mouse toggle to work with it. But if you've got a keyboard or a mouse that you can plug in to an OTG cable and plug that into the Fire TV stick, then you're well away. That doesn't cost too much anyway, or a Bluetooth mouse, of course, or a Bluetooth keyboard. And then finally, we have the Fire TV Cube 3rd Gen, which is currently $109.99, usually $139.99. Now, the Fire TV Cube, no doubt about it, it's got the best processor in it, it's got the best graphics, it's got Wi-Fi 6E and an Ethernet port, it's got the same storage as the 4K Max. The biggest advantage I've found is you've basically got Alexa built into it, hands-free Alexa, so that you can actually just say her name and it responds to you, whereas all of the Fire TV sticks, you still have to push the button on the remote control. I mean, you can still do that on the Fire TV Cube, but you just don't have to. And really, up until the Fire TV Stick 4K Max 2nd generation came out, this was the powerhouse. This was the thing I was always recommending above and beyond the Fire TV Sticks because of the extra storage space. But now, to be quite honest with you, I think I would stick with the Fire TV Stick 4K Max 2nd generation with 16 gigabytes of storage over the Fire TV Cube. I just don't think it's got a real massive advantage over that. Certainly not from a price point of view. It's more than double the price. So, as I say, you've got the Fire TV Stick 4K and Fire TV Stick 4K Max 2nd generations. They would be my go-to Fire TV sticks this Black Friday, and please consider using the links down below to order them and really help this channel out. Thank you very much for watching.